Welcome to a little bit of Calm and Crazy. My name is Jennifer, and today I am sharing with you 15 Dollar Tree gift wrapping ideas. Yes, 15 $1 easy gift wrapping hacks that anyone can do. But these are ideas that you have not seen before. I am so excited to share them with you. If you see something that you like, you learned something new, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. I would like to thank Arteza for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it. So first up, I think fabric can be a fun way to wrap your present. So starting off with, I'm going to be making a fabric bag using this fat quarter from Dollar Tree. They carry different patterns, some pom-poms and some yarn. To begin with, I'm just trimming up my edges on my fabric. I'm using my Arteza cutting mat to do that. It makes it really easy. I can just flip it around and get it where I need it. Once I have my edges trimmed, I just go straight up the center and I can create two bags using the one fat quarter. As you can see, my fabric is still going to be folded in half, but I'm taking the top edges and I'm ironing them over about 3/4 to an inch. And this is so I can have an area to thread through the yarn to create that cinching. Once I have that folded over, I'm using some fabric hot glue in order to secure that down, making sure that I only put the hot glue on the edge of that, leaving it hollow so that I can still get that yarn to weave through. Once I have secured down both of the top hems, then it is time for me to go ahead and move on to the sides. And again, I want to give myself about 1/4 of an inch as I'm going down. And once I get a little bit of hot glue, I put it down and then I do kind of mush it with my fingers. You could use traditional hot glue if you wanted to, but fabric hot glue is so much better. It's really pliable and you can wash it, you just don't want to dry it. Once you have both sides done, then you can go ahead and flip it the right side out. And then it's time to take your scissors, and you really want some pretty pointed scissors, and you're going to snip little slits at the top on each side, on the front and on the back, and it'll make a little bit more sense when I go ahead and I start weaving the yarn through. After that, you're going to take a yarn and a safety pin, and you're just going to knot the yarn onto the safety pin, and you're going to go inside one of those slits, and you're going to use that safety pin to help push it through, and then you're going to come out the slit on the opposite side and then into the slit on the back side, and then push it through again, and then you're going to pull it out, tie it into a knot, and then you're going to get a second piece of yarn and you're going to repeat it but on the other side and do the exact same thing again. And then once you're done, you're going to tie that off into a knot. So you will now have two different ends on both sides that are both knotted. Once you have both of those ends, now it is time to secure the little pom-poms on, and you're just going to do that with some hot glue. So take a little dab of hot glue on the end, add your pom-pom, let that set up, and then do that on the other side, and the bag is done and ready to be filled with a gift. And what's great about this is it's reusable and you can do different things with it, and I think it's super adorable. If putting your own bag together is not your thing, you can pick up either a canvas bag or a linen bag from a craft store or Amazon. And then here I have a couple of the Dollar Tree wooden stickers and a couple of the wooden beads. I simply just use some hot glue in order to glue on the bead to the back of the snowflake, and I did the exact same thing with the wooden tree, creating my own stamps. For stamping, I'm using acrylic paint. This is actually Arteza's vintage collection, and I think the colors in this are so pretty. For the snowflake, I actually chose to go a little non-traditional, and I'm using the color bronze. All you do is you take your snowflake and you just pat it and rub it in to the paint, get it completely covered, and then you're going to go ahead and just stamp it onto your bag, making sure that you press your fingers all the way around so that you can get full coverage, and you just keep going back and forth until you have as many images stamped onto your bag as you would like. If you want to get more ideas on how to use the Arteza products, Arteza actually has a YouTube channel that you can check out, and I will make sure to link that for you in the description box below. Once the snowflake dries, for an added touch, you can hot glue it right onto the bag. It will just peel off if you put it right on the string when the person goes to open it. And I did the same thing with the little tree, but this time I only stamped it on the bottom of the bag, but then I hot glued it to that string as well. Aren't these darling? I think they're so cute, and again, they can be reused for other things. So here's a fun idea for wrapping a gift using a t-shirt, and Dollar Tree carries different variety of t-shirts. Along with that, I'm using some of Arteza's heat transfer vinyl. Wait, don't think that you need a die cutting machine for this one, because you don't. I'm going to show you how you can freehand it. So taking one of Dollar Tree's felt Christmas trees, I'm going to snip off the star, and then I'm going to lay this down on the heat transfer paper. The vinyl comes in two parts. It comes with the vinyl itself and a transfer tape. I'm actually tracing on the transfer tape. The shinier side, or the more colored side, is actually the vinyl, and then you have a transfer tape, and you can notice it more when you look at the package and you're not seeing it on camera. So I'm doing it on the transfer tape itself. Once I have it traced out, I go ahead and I cut it out. When you place it onto your shirt, you want to make sure, again, that the vinyl side is on your shirt and the transfer tape is up. I'm using my Easy Press in order to attach that. You could also use an iron. I just find the Easy Press is super easy, really convenient, plus you can control the temperature. Once I have this set, I peel that transfer tape off, and this is all done and ready to go, and so simple, and you never needed an electric die cutting machine to do it. When using this as a way to wrap a gift, you fold in your sides first, then your bottom, and then you wrap around your top, making sure that the neck of your shirt ends up in the back, because you don't want to see that. You want to have a really clean image, and then you want to make sure that you see the image that you ironed on as well. After that, you're going to go ahead and choose a coordinating ribbon in order to tie it and hold it all together. I like to go ahead and wrap it from the front, crisscross it in the back, tie it off into a bow. I like my ends to have a little ribboned end. And then this is all done, and I love it because it's kind of like a 2-for-1. Not only do they get the present inside, but they get the shirt, and it's absolutely adorable and unique. Dollar Tree's craft paper can be so versatile, and it's really thick and durable, so I actually prefer it over their wrapping paper. When closing up your packages and wrapping them, if you're looking to do it seamlessly without seeing your tape, a hot glue gun can come in really handy. All you need is to add a little strip or a couple of dabs right underneath where you want it, and then push it down. Because the craft paper is a little bit thicker, it is a perfect paper in order to do this. I would not do it with a wrapping paper. It's a little thinner, and you might find that you burn yourself. I also like to use a double-sided tape, and you can get this one in the Crafters Square section at Dollar Tree. I love that it comes on the roll, and it's a really strong one. You just trim off the size that you want, place it there, pull off the backing, and voila, it's ready to go. I don't know about you, but I have a plethora of things lying around from previous projects, and so go into your little stash and start decorating your packages. So here I have some berries that I'm hot gluing onto this package. I grab a black and white scrap of ribbon that I tied into a bow, and I hot glue that on there too. And then I have this tiny little ornament. Originally it came from Walmart. I'm going to use that as the tag, and I'm using Arteza's paint markers in order to label that. These paint markers write so smooth. I was super impressed with how well they painted, wrote. Let me tell you, I changed how I felt about paint markers. To attach the tag, I just used a little dab of hot glue, and then everything was done. I love how this turned out, and I just used the things that I already had lying around. So adorable. Anytime you're wrapping two gifts together, I think it's fun to get creative. So here I have a pair of antlers, ribbon, and pom-poms, all from the Dollar Tree. You can tell me if you think these are moose antlers or reindeer antlers. I would love to know. My packages, I have one that's longer and one that is shorter. So I'm taking my antlers and I'm putting them in between each other after I have them stacked on top of each other. And then I'm threading my ribbon, or taking my ribbon underneath the packages. And then I'm just placing it there for now. Then I go in with my double-sided tape. I cut off a piece that will fit along the bottom or in between the two packages. I place it down, I pull off the backing, and I stick it. And as you can see, it has a nice strong hold. After that, I take the ribbon around. I tie in a bow right in the center of that smaller package. Then I'm going in with Arteza's markers. At first I used the white and I drew the two circles. I'm creating a woodland character. And it was not popping as much as I wanted to, so I went back in and did it with a black, and I'm creating my two eyes. After that, I went in and I hot glued a large pom-pom, black pom-pom, right onto the ribbon, creating the nose. Then I went ahead and I did the mouth, and then I decided the eyes needed just a little bit more help, and so I created a little eyelid aspect of the eye. And this little moose reindeer woodland creature is all done, and such a cute and fun way to tie a couple of packages together. I actually got inspired by Sarah Jane from Chic on the Cheek. She did a cute little reindeer a couple of years ago. Make sure you check out that video if you want another really darling idea. So what's so great about using the craft paper is that you can also just draw on it or sketch on it or doodle on it and be really creative with it. But I am not the best artist, so I'm going to go really simple, but you're going to see that it's still super adorable. So here I'm using the Arteza markers, again, the paint markers, and seriously, these things are fantastic. And a ruler, and I'm just drawing lines, just increasing the length as I go down to create a really simple Christmas tree. First, I go in with the green, and then I use the red in order to write Merry Christmas, and that is it. Super simple and easy, and you don't even need to be an artist to do it. To jazz up this gift, I just took this buffalo checked ribbon that I had left over from Thanksgiving. I wrapped it around and tied it into a bow. And with this felt Christmas tree, I'm using the Arteza paint marker, and I'm just dabbing little circles all over it to create like an ornament look to it. And then I write Merry Christmas using the exact same paint marker, and then a little bit of hot glue in order to attach it. Super simple and easy, but it absolutely gave this package a little personality. When wrapping presents, it's fun to think a little bit outside of the box, and this little prop kit is the perfect example of that. So grabbing the little presents that come inside and some twine from Dollar Tree, I'm starting by attaching the twine to the back side with a piece of tape, and then I'm crisscrossing it all the way down the package as I wrap it. Once I have the twine in place, I go ahead and I add one more piece of tape to keep it nice and secure, and then to attach the presents onto the package, I'm just using these foam pop dot for just a little added dimension. Once I get them on and I peel off their backing, I just decide where I want to place it on the package. That is it. Super simple, super easy. Remember, wrapping in a package doesn't have to be complicated to be cute. For this small package, I just have these pom-poms from Dollar Tree. I'm grabbing out the smaller white ones, and I'm just creating a little white pom-pom Christmas tree, starting with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, until I have my Christmas tree shape. And the very last pom-pom is just one size larger in order to create the trunk of the tree. Again, such a quick and easy idea, but it really just adds to the wrapping of the gift. For this present, I decided to go with some good old-fashioned washi tape, and I found this beautiful washi tape at Dollar Tree. I absolutely loved it and thought it was perfect for Christmas. So I wrapped it around 4 different places on the ends, and then I wanted to use these little greenery picks that I had from Dollar Tree, these little frosted ferns. So I hot glued those down, made sure they were secure in the center, and then these red berries, they come in this pack, but they have wires on them, so I used my wire cutters to clip off 3 of them and hot glued those down on top of the ends of those little frosted ferns. I absolutely love the way that this looked. It has a really vintage vibe, just so classic and easy. To dress up this present, I'm using one of the tinsel candy cane ornaments from Dollar Tree. I removed the bow, and I'm using some double-sided sticky tape in order to attach it to the present. Now, I'm going in with one of the little ornaments from Walmart as a tag and using the Arteza paint marker in order to write the names on it. Write so smoothly. Once I have the names on, I lay the tag down, use a little bit of hot glue in order to attach it, and then apply my own little red bow back on top of the candy canes, and this wrapping is done. Such a cute way to wrap a present to give to your friends, family, coworkers, or anyone else that you know. Using the red and white clothesline from Dollar Tree is another adorable way to wrap a gift for Christmas. So go ahead and take your clothesline and wrap it around the gift a couple of times, both directions, and then tie it off into a bow. Double knot it to make sure it holds extra secure. You can leave it, or for a pop of color, just add a sticker right in the center of the knot, and you have yourself a cute and festive little wrapping for Christmas. Here's another really fun idea for wrapping a gift. So take this little retractable holder from the crafter section at Dollar Tree and a shirt or something else that you can roll up. Go ahead and roll it up. Now this just opens right up. You're going to stick your item inside. You're going to twist it closed. Then take some more of that Dollar Tree clothesline. Use a little bit of hot glue at the beginning. Wrap it all around. Use a little hot glue at the end. I went ahead and took another piece and made a bow at the top, and you have a cute and fun way to deliver a gift. There's nothing like sticking with traditional red and green for Christmas. So here I had some red wrapping paper already in my stash, and I'm using Dollar Tree's green burlap ribbon. I'm just wrapping it around and then tying it off into a bow. The wired ribbon really helps you get the most perfect bow, and working with this particular burlap, it's really hard to tell which is the right side, wrong side. You don't have to be as particular with how your bow turns out. Once I have my bow on there, I go ahead and I dovetail my ends. And then do not underestimate Dollar Tree's gift tags. They have some of the cutest gift tags. And I went ahead and I chose the silver one with a little tree on it. I tied it onto the ribbon, and this gift wrapping is done, and it's super traditional, classic, so beautiful. A tradition that I started with my family a few years ago is I don't put their names on their packages. I actually give each child a different sticker. So this year, these are the stickers that I'm using. So one kid will have all snowflakes, another one Christmas trees, and another one the reindeer. After I put their stickers on there, that can add bows and ribbons and whatever else I want to do to decorate it. But that is a fun way. They never know which presents are theirs until Christmas morning. Dollar Tree carries some of the cutest gift bags, so do not underestimate them, but you can absolutely personalize them. So here I have one of the Dollar Tree wooden ornaments in this little boot, and some Arteza. This is their outdoor paint, and it has a nice little sheen to it, and I wanted this boot to look kind of like a patent leather. So I'm taking both the white and the red. I paint the top part in the white and the bottom part in the red. The first coat I just go on smooth, and the second coat I actually pat my brush in order to add some texture. Once that dried, I went ahead and I grabbed one of the Dollar Tree stickers, laced it on the boot, and then used some of the Luster Mod Podge in order to adhere it so that it would stay nice and secure. After that, I removed the tag that came with the bag and attached the new boot onto the tag, or as the tag onto the gift bag to personalize it even more. And doesn't this look absolutely darling? Such a quick and easy thing to do to just personalize one of the already super cute gift bags from Dollar Tree. Make sure you check out this video for some easy gift ideas and this video for my favorite crafting tools. I'd like to thank Arteza again for sponsoring today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!